Hello and welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. We are continuing with questioning him, so let's just do that. So there was a camera in this bear's eye, and it was disguised as a present. And I'm sure it was here on the night of the murder, pal. It's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind. But who gave Mr. Corridor this present? I don't know, pal. But this means that someone out there's got a video of what happened here that night. Isn't there any way we can find out who that person is? It's impossible, pal. Radio waves can be sent almost anywhere, so there's no real way to find out. Oh, is there really no way to find out? The spy camera was set in the right eye, found it in the victim's room. I got it. What? Hey pal, let me borrow this mini camera for a bit. What are you gonna do? I'm going to go around to the electronics shops and see if it can find out who bought this. But that's impossible. I mean, it's already 9 p.m. Leave it to me. Even if I have to search all night, I'll find your man, pal. Transmitter given to the gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigation time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah. He's gone. Yep. But Mr. Scruffy Detective sure is a nice man. He's pushing himself so hard, all for music man's sake. It's a mystery how you always manage to do these things in the most inefficient ways, right? You have to excuse me, I heard your conversation just now, Edgeworth. What are you doing here? Our rescue team has been created and deployed. I can't say I'm optimistic, but we have to move forward on one step at a time. I see, thanks. Don't thank me yet. We still have to find her. So there was a spy camera inside this stuffed animal, huh? You are a lucky man, right? Do you know who's this stuffed bear? Do you know this stuffed bear, little girl? I have no idea. Of course not. The maker of this bear is a very expensive luxury brand from overseas. It's completely handmade and only a small number of these are exported here. What? The camera and transmitter that Scatterbrain Detective took with him are dead ends. Things like those can be brought anywhere. However, this bear is different. By tracking how it's got into this country, this bear can tell us who the buyer is. Can he really do that, Mr. Nick? Can he really? Well, I guess so. It's 9 p.m. I think I can still make it in time. I'll be taking this for now. I'm sure you have other things you have to do. Stuffed bear snatched by Edgeworth. Did he just take the whole goddamn big bear thing behind him with him? See you soon, Wright. Wait. What? Why are you doing this? I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. But besides that, Wright, until court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Corrida? The real killer. Do you really still think it was Alien Andrews? To be honest, I don't know anymore. You still have a little time left. Find the truth, right? Everything begins with the truth. Juan Corrida's real killer. Miss Andrews passed. The kidnapper, those stolen conditions, is acquainted for Miss Engard. And this card is Shelly the killer. Maya, the only one I can save you now. Only way I can save you now is to find all these answers to this case tonight. I don't understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth, but as you said, all I can do for now is find the truth. Wait, that was the end? Okay, let's save and continue. I will not quit after 4 minutes. March 22nd, 9:14 p.m. Gatewater Hotel, Corridor's hotel room. It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Edwards has already found Mystic Maya. These things take time. I say probably not. The police are professional at first. They find her, so don't worry. And if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay. You're right. So the real person who killed Miss Corridor was that assassin, Mr. Shelley the Killer, right? And the card Miss Andrews found at the crime scene seemed to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who is his client? You mean, who asked for the murder? That person didn't want to do dirty their own hands in blood. But whoever his client is, they're still a killer. Who could have hired an assassin? Do you think it was Miss Andrews? I wonder. But if she was the client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself? But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be. Matt Engard himself. If Mr. Engard really did hire the assassin, then he's not innocent at all. Far from it, he would be guilty of the crime. But it can't be Mr. Engard, right? I mean, when we first talked with him, Mr. Engard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Did you kill Mr. Juan Corrida? Alright, just so we're clear, dude, I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Corrida, okay? I didn't see any Cyclops at the time. Actually, that reminds me. Did you remember something, Mr. Nick? Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at the trial day. She said something interesting. So what is this interesting thing? Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, didn't you? Did you, Pearl? Juan had bet everything on the Jamming Ninja this year. And if he lost Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway. It looks like somehow Juan had his hands on a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career, and Kerry had it been revealed. Mr. Engard's secret. What is this secret? I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Miss Corrida was going to reveal this secret. That means Mr. Engard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Corrida silenced. Which means we have to meet with Mr. Engard there. Mr. Engard, there is no way around it now. Okay, so let's... And we have someone here. Wow, it's really getting late, isn't it, Miss Nick? Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already. But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. There's still matters of this secret Miss Corrida held about Mr. Engard. And Miss Andrews' real intention. These are two things I must know tonight. But aren't visiting hours over at the detention center? I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Don't you worry. And there's something more here. Hey, wait. What is it, Whippersnapper? All I know is nothing that has anything to do with you is ever good. Like just now, I was handed this strange device for who knows what reason. And I was told to use it to search the whole hotel. That's a bug sweeper, isn't it? This one's gumshoes. The one Gumshoe made. I don't know it, and frankly, I don't care, but the request came from Edgeworth, and he said, If you feel angry, direct your anger at the unsophisticated lawyer. So I'm going to feel free to direct all my anger towards you. Gee. Thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are. This is absolute top secret, so you had better keep it to yourself. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of the room presents. Very interesting. I'm sure it was, it was to catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting. Scandalous? What's that? It means, well, that gossip that has been going around about my dear Juan. Oh, you mean that thing about Miss Andrews. But I'm sure she must have some reason for getting close to Mr. Corder. I'll let you know in another secret, young'un. I know who planted the spy camera. It was the obnoxious, puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people, spying on people by herself, as if I wouldn't want to see it for myself too. Wow, the alien actually admitted her true intentions for change. I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet that it's nothing good. But I didn't say anything. So you want to know about Ron and that manager, right? Actually, as I heard, they were both something of a refreshing pair, those two. Huh? I tell you, Ron really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard. That manager, who are you talking about? You don't know? That manager woman Juan had. It's a shame she killed herself though. Oh, so you're talking about Miss Celeste Impax, Miss Andrews' mentor, right? Yes, that's the one. That Celeste girl, she was supposed to get married, Married? You mean to Mr. Corder? Really? You young kids today don't know anything, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after the marriage announcement. 3 days after the marriage announcement. Was it? What? Why would Miss Impact want to kill herself? She was going to get married. Well, that's because she was thrown away. She was thrown away, you see, by Juan. What? But they were going to get married, right? They promised each other, right? They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly cancelled the marriage. Is that true? It was in the weekly magazines. But why? Why did he do that? That was not in the magazines, unfortunately. I see. That night after Juan called off the wedding, that manager Celeste killed herself. How terrible. I wonder what happened between those two. Yeah. Let's just... Oh, that night. There must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigation. It looks like things I hear in the lobby have finally calmed down. Oh God, at least no one talked to me. Oh. It looks like no one is around. What happened to the person with the stuffed teddy face? Ah, you must mean that butler with his stitches in his face. Shoo! Oh, there you are. I guess you're still awake, huh, Shoo? Hey, come on, let's play. I wonder if that butler, Mr. Doe, is already asleep or not. The small door in the bottom of the big door, I bet it's... Okay, I don't think there is any new conversation things I can do here. Oh, it does look like Mr. Scuffy Detective is here. Well, he's out there with that camera asking around at all the electronic stores. Then I'll make some salad for him for dinner. It looks like Bro really appreciated what Gumshoe is doing for us. Mr. Nick? Yes? Where's the lettuce? I don't think I ever bought lettuce before. I guess I have to give up on making salad then. I guess that the lack of lettuce is kind of a problem. Let's move to detention center. Visiting hours ended a few hours ago. Looks like we're not going to get a chance to talk with Mr. Engard tonight. But isn't what we have to ask very important? Yeah, but I don't think that matters to the guard. Okay. It feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Nick? Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened. You're Mr. Engard's lawyer, right? Yes, sir. Well, we finally found just the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness. A decisive witness. You mean for the Engard case? We're taking the witness statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Edgeworth. What's Edgeworth up to now? Who is this witness? I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer. Mr. Nick? Between the kidnapper, the band, and now this, I can't see any way to win her here. Oh yeah, Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something. He did. Even though visiting us along over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go. What? I already called them so they know. Go on. Go talk to your heart's content. Thank you very much. This is such good news. Go talk to your heart's content. It sounds like the police are pretty sure they have Thomas Kyle in the bag. Okay, so we can talk to Mr. Engard again. I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. So that means that both Miss Engard and Andrews are in the detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear here? Andrew and Andrews. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry to visit at such a late hour, but there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you about. Ask you tonight. Me? I thought your client was Matt. I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something. She can't be clueless about this secret Miss Corridor had on Miss Engard. I'd like to ask you about Matt Engard, if you don't mind, Mr. Wright. You still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean, you seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Miss Engard. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? And why would you become intimate with his rival? That has nothing to do with this case, nothing. About Mr. Celeste Impax, I had finally put her death behind me. And now, thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface. I'm sorry. Yes, I was shocked by her suicide. And it's true that when I heard the rumor that Juan was the one who had hidden her suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back and burn it. You wanted to burn it? But why? I didn't want it to spread like just another piece of gossip. But I never held any murderous intent towards Juan. I would never do something so stupid. The suicide note, huh? Wonder what it said. Why did you try to frame Mr. Engard? That's simple, because he killed, that's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police? But there had to be another way. The police are excellent at doing their job, so they figure it out, right? Yes, they're so good that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death. Miss Andrews? Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason. So please tell me why you did what you did. Revenge? Huh? Did you say something just now? A psych block, huh? Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like an enemy, like my enemy. But I'm sure I just heard Miss Andrews say revenge. Okay. Let's ask. Let's break that cyclock for once, without much trouble. Why frame him? Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Engard for the murder? I already told you countless times, it's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Engard. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So you are saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, huh? And that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people. There is something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. The butler from Engard's mentioned, but for some reason I get the feeling we have met before. Yeah. Celeste? There is only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings and even revenge. And that is Mr. Impact's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who had hid her suicide note was Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt? You're right, you haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. Engard, it would mean that he must have had some relations to Miss Impacts and her suicide. Can you explain to me the relationship between Matt and Celeste? Between Celeste and Matt? Wait. So that picture in when we were Maya in her room must have been like that. Then that must have been Matt's room. So that note behind the picture frame was from Matt. So they must. So we need to get to that. Like. Can I switch between them? Wait, what happens if I just leave and then move back in? I can just switch between Matt. I hope you can get, oh, it's Matt, it's Mr. Lawyer Dude. I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too. Edgeworth just dropping a bombshell on me by saying that Juan Coila was killed by an assassin, and that's the assassin's client is this man, Matt Engard. What's wrong, Mr. Engard? There's something I must know with 100% certainty, and you seem kinda different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer self. About the press conference, you mean the one Juan was gonna dress up as the Nickel Samurai? Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews. It looks like somehow Juan had a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Could you please fill me in on what this secret is, please? Oh! I knew this was coming. That's a lot. That's the most amount of locks we have had so far. Mr. Nick, don't tell me. Psych locks. You said a secret, right? But I don't have any idea what it is. Do you, dude? Did you know about Mr. Coida's and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, if it's all over the tabloids, dude. But I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life. Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Miss Coida. Her mentor was Miss Coida's manager, and Miss Andrews was going to get Mr. Celeste impact suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog any memory? Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for a pizza, my sweet? Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it like a pea with like green peas? Let's go eat one later, okay? I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. That's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay? Mr. Engard, are you connected to Mr. Impact Suicide in some way? Okay, let's... I accidentally pressed triangle. About this person. He's your butler, Mr. Doe, right? We met him in your mansion. Oh, yes, that's right. Damn it, girl. Shouldn't have... He's a pretty cool dude who can do a lot of things. He's a real good... He takes really good care of me. Yep, he did not know that. I am 100% sure that he didn't even know that. He asked us to feed his cat, but why would he do that if he already had someone who took care of it? Miss Engard, dude, I know I asked you to be my lawyer and all, but I don't think I have to tell you anything and everything. What do you mean by that? It just means I don't have to tell you anything and everything, dude. Okay. We need to find more evidence. Let's get to hotel lobby, then down to his living room. There's another door over there. You shouldn't go wandering off over there, Nick. Yes, Pearls. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her to stop playing around. Okay. But I can't explore the house anymore, and I don't see anything suspicious around here. Wait. Can I ask her about him? I don't have anything to say today. Okay. I have no idea where to look at if I want to find any clues, and I find let's get to Matt Engard and present the card. I'm kind of scared of showing him this card. What's wrong, dude? So about this picture card. Have you ever seen this before? Nope, never seen it. I never saw it before in my life, dude. I don't think he's lying. Or is he? Then again, he looks like he's gasped. Looks like he gasped just now. Maybe I'm seeing things. I don't get why would she want to frame me. I mean, I never done anything to her, dude. Mr. Engard sounds pretty sincere and he seems trustworthy. So I have to find out what Miss Andrews' real intentions are. Yeah, but I need to find some kind of information to link him together with Celeste. Communist Affairs Department. Okay, there's something more here. Oh, Mr. Wright. Please, you have to help me. Oh no. Mr. Powers. What happened? Why are you here? You see, I got roped into this somehow. What? And now I'm going to testify in the tomorrow's trial. So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers. I was talking with a detective until a while ago, and I was on my way home. Then all of a sudden, you're on the Celeste, and I thought, and I was brought back here. Oh. They said my face and whole self-general looked suspicious or something. Oh well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious. I'm just a normal guy, not on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime? Okay, I'm just gonna ask him first about that. That's John's former manager, right? Celeste Impact. She was the global studio for a while, way back when. But some things happened and she ended up moving out to worldwide studios. Some things, as in, well, there is no one left around who knows the details, you know? Only rumors are left now. So about the testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about? I really don't know yet, but it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me. You saw something important. What was it? Well, the detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, and especially not that lawyer, he said. Who do you think that lawyer the detective was talking about? I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's me. Yeah, you got it. Mr. Nick, Mr. Maya and myself are your only two allies in this whole world, but it's alright. Ouch, I don't really have a lot of friends, do I? This is going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know? Because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going. But what is he really like? Well, let's see, Matt always been kind of a player with women. He would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He always say, it's just a game, to justify himself. What? How horrible, that's unforgivable. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to offend you. But you know, he said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me. One person wouldn't swoon over him. His manager, you know, is Andrew Andrews. Why is Mr. Powers suddenly looking kind of energetic? Ah, you see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities in the world have this dazzling sort of image, right? A dazzling sort of image, but aren't you part of that dazzle, Mr. Powers? No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see? But it's okay, really. I get to hear plenty of gossip about a lot of other stars around me as things happened. Well, that's true. Oh hey, so did you hear about this yet? Miss Andrews' mentor and her suicide? You mean Miss Impact's? We heard something about how her wedding was cancelled. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day, about that mysterious death. And hey, Mr. Wright, why do you ask me about that? Go on ahead. Mr. Powers is so charged up, his skin is practically glowing with electricity. Hey, so have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note. And they say that Ron went and hid it. We heard about that in court today. But there wasn't any actual proof that she had left a note. Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note. Something bad for Juan, that is. Something bad for Mr. Corridor? Why do you think it's so? Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends, and she said, it looks like I got caught up with a truly insidious man. A truly insidious man. Did she mean Mr. Corda by that? Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? And what and that would be reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. I see. Well, that's some good info, thank you. You're welcome. Miss Engard and his manager, they're both at the detention center right now. There are still things I don't understand or know about, I'm sure. I had to get two of them to tell me everything. Mr. Nick, your phone. Hey, that's Steel Samurai's theme song, isn't it? I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. It sounds kind of ominous. Yeah, I know. Hello? We're in trouble now, pal. I'll be back at the office really soon. What's wrong? Something really unexpected just happened. Mr. Edgeworth. Anyway, hurry up and get back to the office, pal. I don't know. Hello? He got cut off. What's going on? Gumshoe said we need to go back to the office right now. Then we should hurry back. I'm scared to go back. What are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Pull yourself together. Maybe it's good. It's good news. Somehow I doubt that. Okay, let's. What took you so long, pal? Mr. Edward couldn't stick around forever and had to go. Well, what happened? We got them. We know who bought that spy camera. Huh? This quickly? And this bear who gave them away, pal. This bear what gave them away, pal. This bear. The bear. I figured it out, pal. I figured that we shouldn't be looking into the bear, looking into the bear instead of the camera. But wasn't it Miss Edgeworth? Shh, pals. And go on. There's only one person who bought this one bear who's related to this crime. Who is it? Who would be so good as to spy on another person in their room? Mr. Engard. Huh? Matt Engard, your client, that's who, pal. And here I thought things couldn't get any worse. And you sure you heard right, that's the person who bought this bear was. I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is the credit card receipt for the purchase. It's for $3,800, pal. That's the exact match for the price of that stuffed bear. A receipt. That's all you have. Receipt. Nah, it's not just this receipt, pal. The store clerk said to himself. He told me, I'm sure I sold the bear to Mr. Engard. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. Engard's autograph out of it, pal. So I'm sure the person that bought the stuffed bear was Mr. Engard himself. My sight is failing me. This can't be. A receipt for 300. Proof that Engard bought the stuffed bear identical to the one in evidence. So what about the spy camera we found? That was a dead pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give this back to you for your file away into evidence. I know I don't know what to give up, pal. I never thought. I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in Johan Koida's room was Matt Engard. Why? Why would Mr. Engard do something like this? I bet it was to catch Miss Andrews and Mr. Koida in one of their rendezvous. I bet it's not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. Are you going to see him, Mr. Engard? I mean, yes. I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we will find out next. I'm scared myself, but I have to put on a good face for pills. Mr. Engard, what in the world have you done? Okay. but that we will do in the next episode. So thank you for watching. We are solving both the cyclock of Miss Andrews and Matt Engard in the next episode. We have enough. We have things that we can show them to give the information. So thank you for watching. We see you in the next episode, and adios.